Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Friday evening here at the house, and I'm hoping everybody's having a great weekend. Had a couple clips I wanted to bring to y'all today, and one of them is from a guy that I watch occasionally, and the other one is from a guy that I watch a lot. I'm talking about Doug Tennaple and Benny Johnson. Doug Tennaple is not my favorite podcaster, but he is one of the people that has been through the ringer with YouTube behind getting his channel destroyed. I think Doug Tennaple has the record for the most channels created and destroyed because of YouTube's censorship game. I think he's finally got it figured out. Maybe he's around for good. If you don't know who Doug Tennaple is, go check out his channel. It's Doug in Exile. He's very informative. Been doing this a long time. Very professional. But more than that, I wanted to do what Doug says on this particular video. He is calling people, other fellow podcasters, to call out what is going on with Trump calling this Epstein thing a hoax. And it's not to discredit these women or these victims in any kind of way about their tragedy they've been through. It's about the fact that because of all these victims just all of a sudden decided they're all going to come to the White House, speak on the steps. Then you got a half a dozen squishy people, including Thomas Massie and a bunch of Democrats, all getting on board with trying to bring this information out. Well, I'm just like the rest of them. I want the information to come out. I want full transparency. But truth be known, there's probably not much evidence left to talk about as far as physical evidence other than people's word at this point, these victims saying, I seen it with my own eyes. Now, because of that factor alone, a lot of stuff can't be proven or won't be proven. We're going to get a lot of hearsay, a lot of blame, a lot of finger pointing, and a lot of people dropping names with no amount of truth behind it or no amount of way to prove it. And that's going to be the worst part of this whole thing. So what has happened is the Democrats didn't care about Jeffrey Epstein for the last 15 or 20 years. But all of a sudden, they see that MAGA is fighting over Pam Bondi not releasing the Epstein files or the way she handled trying to release the Epstein files. And now I think Thomas Massie, who hates Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who feels probably a little scorned at this point because she didn't get no special pick position when Trump started his new cabinet, and all the Democrats that can get on board to pile on, even the Jasmine Crockett types and the Amy Klobuchars that think this is a great idea. Well, I think it's a great idea to get to the bottom of the information, get some people prosecuted that were acting in a creepy kind of way to these women when they were young girls. I agree with that 100%. I believe in accountability, but I don't believe that paying these people to get back in the spotlight and do CNN interviews and all this stuff is going to help the situation the minute one of them is lying. The minute one of them has no proof of anything they're saying and it sounds so outlandish. For example, if they accuse Trump or maybe somebody in his surrounding cabinet that may or may not be involved, how do you know? It's just a matter of hearsay or a matter of he said, she said. That's what the hoax is about. That's what Trump's talking about when he's calling this a hoax. It's not that the stuff didn't really happen. It was now the Democrats are trying to manipulate the information that's somehow still available that may not even be accurate. You know, probably the accurate information mostly was destroyed, and then it's a good possibility that inaccurate information was injected. That's where the scary part comes in. As far as these victims goes, it's just a matter of what you think about their testimony, their proof of their experience, and how credible they are with the things they've said or got to say. But if they're getting paid to come on TV to rehash this story, I want to know what the end game is here. And I'm like Doug Tennaple. I threw up red flags. I didn't think this was necessarily a good thing. I thought, oh, great, we're going to find out from a different direction, maybe some Epstein list kind of information. I would love to hear more transparency, absolutely. But the more I thought about it, I thought, this is starting to sound like something that the Democrats cooked up, maybe even paid all these people to show up to try to distract from what's going on in this country. Trump is doing a wonderful thing each and every day with every executive order, every move he makes, every chess piece he moves to try to fix our broken system that the Biden administration and Obama did their best to destroy. So hats off to Trump. I'm glad he's been 100% vindicated behind all this. But this running this stuff over and over again and making Epstein files the only thing that matters in the news cycle just seems kind of monotonous, unless we're actually going to get subpoenas and involves indictments and prosecutions. So we're just going to have to see, folks. We'll just play this by ear, but I just really don't like how this was presented this time. So we're going to let Doug Tennaple say a little bit about it, and I agree with him here 100%. Y'all tell me what you think in the comment section down below after we listen to this couple of minute clip here. And then we'll jump over and listen to Benny scorch somebody really, really good. I'm talking about Geraldo Mustache Rivera.
We went through years of that with the Russia hoax.
Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. I'm going to show you how everyone's been being used to pass this message on, and I will not do it. Instead, I go in and I drop a giant dog do on the message. I'm here to drop a giant dog do on the Democrats' Epstein messaging. This thing only has legs because it's tabloid. It's saucy. It's a dream project for the news. It's got legs and gas in the tank. But the Democrats constructed this whole thing, okay? They've been sitting on this story for 20 years. And it wasn't until they started seeing conflict within MAGA, where some MAGA people came out and said, Pam Bondi promised there'd be files released. And the Democrats go, this is an opportunity. Gather up the forces. Let's take all of our money and start paying out alleged victims to come out and do a massive coordinated campaign starting yesterday. We might be able to peel off a few Republicans. We can get Thomas Massie. Hey, Massie, Trump said he was going to primary you. Don't you want to come on board? Massie goes, yeah, I'll come on board. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you weren't getting enough attention recently on the big, beautiful bill. Would you like to come on board? Yeah. Give me the money. Anna Paula Luna, I'm suspect of anyone that got their hands dirty on this already. I'm going, you guys should know better by now. You're adults. And then it got rolled out. They were able to run. They have an excuse to run things against Trump's successes. And the end game is for the Democrats to take the House and the Senate next year in the 2026 election so they can impeach Trump. That's the big picture. We exposed it. And the right, for a while, they got lots of clicks if they put Epstein in the title. That Ghislaine Maxwell testimony was another giant setup that I told you guys was a setup. And now it's been revealed as true. I hate being right all the time. It's not my fault. I just look at the people that are speaking facts. Trump.
He's right. We heard not another peep since the Ghislaine Maxwell testimony has come out. Have we heard anybody being subpoenaed? Any names being dropped? Anybody under investigation? Crickets. We've heard nothing. I think it was just another wagging of the tail.
Pam Bondi, Dan Bongino, they have not lied. They've made mistakes, but they have not lied. Here's the proof. Again, now this is going to get deep in the weeds so you can pass these episodes around to your friends and go, this is what Doug Tennaple said on Doug in Exile. Maybe. So start spreading the word to put a big poo-poo, drop a big dog poo-poo on this Democrat story. We're going to crush it now. That's my job. Here's cat turd. Speaking of poo-poo, the mass hold. Massie, Marjorie Taylor Greene, clown show continues. Already backtracking on what was said hours earlier. What are they backtracking? Thomas Massie. Here's Sean Farash. He's a great Trump, does a great Trump impression. You know what this actually means? This means the victims do not possess enough evidence, proof, facts that would shield them from getting sued. I want to believe these victims, but this means straight up that their claims will not hold up in court. True, guys, we're following facts here. It means that ironclad evidence doesn't exist anymore. No blackmail tapes, no client list, which honestly is a shame, but that's what is being admitted here by Thomas Massie. Survivors at our press conference announcing they are privately compiling their own Epstein list. They know better than to put it out in public. They could have put it out in public. Why didn't they? They would be sued into homelessness. Wrong. That's a conspiracy. No proof for naming names. But Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene and I Thomas Massey hiding behind Marjorie Taylor Greene is trying to get more MAGA on his side, and are willing to name names in the House of Representatives under the Constitution speech or debate. I mean, yeah, Thomas Massey, put up or shut up. Name the names on the floor, and there will not be one new name named. I guarantee it. Here's Ben Dykes, veteran biker.
Y'all get it, folks? Y'all see what's going on here? I mean, you can go down this rabbit hole as far as you want to over on Twitter, and Doug's right. This is a spin-doctored attempt to try to divide MAGA that the Democrats are getting behind, and a couple of Republicans, in the name of the victims, are on board. And hopefully there's no crazy surprises that only affect Republicans involved in this whole thing. Truth be known, if there's Republicans and Democrats both on the Epstein list that they've got some proof of, other than just somebody's testimony, some actual documentation, some video footage or something, I would say put them in court, prosecute them, and let those suckers fry. But we're way past that with the 10, 15 years of the deep state covering up for each other and for Epstein, of course. So y'all tell me what you think about Doug's take on this. Do y'all think that Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massey are on the wrong side of history here, siding with the Democrats on trying to protect these women? Or do you think this is just a ploy that some of these people either are on board with or just can't see through? I personally think the timing of it, definitely Democrat funded. That would be my guess. All right, folks. I got one more video clip we're going to do for you today. Not too long a video today, considering it's Friday night. Everybody wants to get to their wonderful evening at the house or whatever you're doing, going out, having a good time, working, whatever it be. I know you folks are busy. But I wanted to bring you a clip of one of the people I watch a lot more than Doug Tennaple. I'm talking about Benny Johnson, mostly because he gets great interviews. But all in all, Geraldo Rivera and Benny Johnson had it out. They had a good old knockdown, drag out. Mostly, Geraldo looked like he had poo-poo on his face. Speaking of poo-poo, behind the fact that he don't know the difference between a criminal and an illegal alien that crossed the board criminally. 7 seconds of silence, literally 7 seconds, when Benny caught him. Benny hit him with the right hook of truth. And Geraldo Rivera didn't know how to answer the question. He was all... All right, folks, this is a good one. A couple minutes long. Let's go ahead and watch through it. This is Piers Morgan's show. And he brings Benny Johnson on there to argue with the lefties pretty regular. It's always a great one. Benny is a good one. Benny is one of the good guys, no doubt about it. Let me pull this up screen. Get me out of the way. All right, check it out. Here we go. Fire-breathing dragon Benny lets Geraldo Rivera have it so hard he gets stutteringly quiet.
What do you mean by they're not criminal aliens? Are you saying that they came here legally or illegally? Which is the answer?
The only crime the vast majority of these people have committed is coming here illegally. That's the only crime.
That makes
they're
them
not
a criminal.
Tren de Agua. They're not MS-13. The vast majority of them. They commit fewer crimes than citizens do.
So do you understand respectfully, do you understand the definition of the word illegal? Because you just said they came here illegally. Do you understand what that means? That means they broke our laws. The laws on the books.
I am absolutely dismayed by the attempts to sow terror in the homes of Latino people. For instance, Puerto Rican people. Puerto Rican people look just like Dominican people, just like Cuban people, just like more or less Venezuelan people. And yet Puerto Rican people are citizens. Puerto Rican people are being harassed by ICE. They're citizens, but they are also Latinos. There is a racial component. There's a racial component.
Puerto Rican people have American passports, Geraldo. What are you talking about?
And so now they carry their. Puerto Rican people have to carry their American passports to show you that they belong here, Do you carry your American passport, Benny? Do you?
I carry an ID everywhere I go. Yes, and a firearm. But like, is your contention that America is deporting Puerto Ricans back to America? Is that the point?
My contention, wise ass.
Can you give me like an example of that, for instance? Because I can give you examples, Geraldo,
wise ass.
White.
My
I can give you
contention,
examples of
wise
white,
ass, is
Chinese, black, and Hispanic people that are all here illegally. And here's my question for you, Geraldo. My question for you is this. What do you mean by they're not criminal aliens? Are you saying that they came here legally or illegally? Which is the answer?
The only crime the vast majority of these people have committed is coming here illegally. That's the only crime.
That makes
They're
them
not
criminal.
Tren de Agua. Yep. They're not MS-13. The vast majority of them. They commit fewer crimes than citizens do.
So do you understand respectfully, do you understand the definition of the word illegal? Because
that's what I got for you today, folks. Benny lit up. Geraldo burned his mustache off. Geraldo lost that argument. The word illegal, alien, criminality. Look it up, Geraldo. You obviously can't answer the question. Couldn't handle the battle with Benny. And 7 seconds of silence told us where you really were with your politics on the thing. You didn't have a good answer. You're probably being paid by Hispanic radio to chirp that crap at this point. I believe that's more truth than anything. Like, subscribe, and share, Devoted Patriots. Everybody have a great weekend. Let me know in the comments section what you think about that first video involving the Epstein hoax.